Yo, what is good, everybody? Welcome to the official live stream that is AEW because it is Wednesday night, and you know what that means. It is time for your April 6th, 2022 edition of AEW Dynamite. Overall, tonight's AEW Dynamite was pretty good show. What more can you really say about it? A really main event between FTR and the Young Bucks. You had the Samoa Joe, in ring debut, or AEW in ring debut, and you also had other stuff taking place in the show as well. So yeah. But make sure you guys, if this is your first time on the stream, as we got our first person on here already, the Kid DC Wrestling is live. That is right, live and in living color. But like I said, hi DC, what's going on, man? Hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday. But we're not gonna waste any time. We're gonna get straight to it. As soon as we get done with AEW, we will talk about the news earlier today, of course, with out of NXT. But I do want to get started with this Dynamite review. We kick things off, man, with Adam Cole and Christian Cage. I ain't gonna front. It was really cool to see Christian Cage finally wrestle on Dynamite. It kind of feels like it seemed like it's been freaking years since he's wrestled on AEW Dynamite. But this was also Adam Cole's, I believe, his today marks his 14th wrestling anniversary, because it was 14 years ago where he made his debut, his pro wrestling debut. So here he is tonight facing Christian Cage. And this was a really good opener, really strong opener for AEW Dynamite. But even though when it seemed like that Christian Cage was going for the win, we see Adam Cole picking up the win. So after that, man, we see Red Dragon come out. They attack Christian. Jurassic Express come out and make the save. Hangman Page comes out. And, of course, Hangman's like, you and me, live, AEW Rampage in Texas next week in a Texas death match. And I want to get to Page and Cole for a minute here, because this also kind of ties into Jurassic Express and Jurassic Express and Red Dragon, because they are defending their tag team titles on next week's episode of AEW. So also it was announced later on in the night that Thunder Rosa will be defending her AEW Women's World title against Nyla Rose at AEW Battle of the Belts. So if you have this TV special called AEW Battle of the Belts, don't you think you would also, on that same show, have your world champion defend his title? But no, you rather have your world champion defend his title literally the night before AEW Battle of the Belts. Same thing with the AEW World Tag Team titles. I really don't get why you're not moving those the AEW World title match. I don't know why you're putting it on next week rather than knowing that it's the same week as AEW Battle of the Belts. Just move to AEW Battle of the Belts. Just move it there. But yeah, I don't know about that. Anyways, we digress. We move on. Samoa Joe versus Max Castor in the Owen Hart tournament qualifier. Like I said before, this was Samoa Joe's AEW in-ring debut, and we see that Samoa Joe gets the win. Obviously, he hits the Muscle Buster. Like, we all knew he was bringing that stuff back. So the same move that injured Tyson Kidd. But hey, it is what it is. It was an injury. Accidents happen in wrestling. It happens. But yeah, Samoa Joe gets the win over Max Castor. There's really nothing I can really say about this, because Samoa just pretty much dominates Max Castor like we knew what was going to happen. Sean Spears takes on Captain Sean Dean, so I guess you could say the battle of the Seans here. But Sean Dean actually picks up the win because, of course, Wardlow comes out and he distracts both MJF and he distracts Sean Spears, and that allows Sean Dean to roll Spears up and get the win. It was a solid match, but obviously the main really thing and the main really part of this matchup was to, of course, bring Wardlow in. So, yeah. No, I'm not going to get into Sammy and Ty Conti with their ridiculous card gimmick. I'm not even going to get into that. We do see the best friends, Chuck Taylor, Willa Yuta going at it. Obviously, Trent's like, Willa, I don't love you, man. Like, you need to take notes from my match with Brian on Rampage. So obviously there's tension. There's tension between the two men, and we've seen what Willa Yuta's been doing recently. It's only a matter of time before Willa officially breaks away, from the best friends. So yeah. But let's get to these comments. Where do I live? I don't know if I should answer that or not. I mean, I live here in the great state of NC, North Carolina, the North Carolinians. So yeah, got my notifications on, so I know when you're live. Awesome, appreciate that, man. Already answered that. Yo, face reveal. Yes, this is something that's been brewing for quite some time now. I guess you could say this is the new era of the well, not just new era, but just to spice things up a little bit. Kimberly made the whole story up because Nash Carter broke up with her. I feel sorry for Nash Carter. He did nothing wrong. We will get into that in a minute because I know that was one of the big trending topics today. Wesley will have to find a new tag team partner, or like Steve O's mentioned, he might be a singles competitor. Do you watch AEW? Absolutely, I watch AEW. WWE really love making me do every wrestling champions because the NXT tag team champions are vacated, and the new champions probably gonna be crowned soon. Yep, that is true. Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti are annoying. It's like Sammy Guevara turns his back on the fans after the fans got him over. Yeah, and you could tell, man, like, it's not really the crowd because the crowd's still kind of, with them, but it's like, I know that, like, a lot of the internet fans, they're not really digging Sammy. Like, they're like kind of cringing, especially now with this whole, Ty Conti. Like, I really don't understand why you're not putting them together. Like, if you're going to put them together, you might as well just turn him heel. Sammy already has that look of a heel. Ty Conti might as well be a heel. Just do that. All right. We got a tables match between the Hardy Boys and the Butcher and the Blade. First things first, I got to say this, man. I feel like AEW, they got to tone it down a bit when it comes to these type of matches. I feel like Jeff Hardy needs to tone it down when it comes to these Swanton Bomb hive spots. I mean, obviously we saw it just a few weeks ago when he hit that Swanton Bomb at the end of Dynamite and how he was like, clutching his back and everything. I get you're trying to entertain us. I get you're trying to entertain the audience, but your health is a very important thing. And Jeff Hardy is like, I don't know how old Jeff Hardy is. Hold on, let me look it up. I think Hardy's got to be 40 something years old. Yeah, so he's 44 years old. So he's around the same age as, like, I think AJ Styles. So, like, it comes a point where your health matters, and I feel like that Jeff, I don't want him to, like, be in a wheelchair, when he's, like, in his 70s or something because of stuff like this. So, because the reason why he was able to do it back in the day, because, he was young and, not just young and innocent, but, yeah, he was young. But, yeah. But anyways, I mean, and then the whole sense of it didn't really make sense because Jeff, like, I don't know, Jeff got eliminated. So I don't know what was going on there. But Hardy's boy get the win regardless. And Andrade, Jose, Private Party head out, but Sting comes down to level things up. And yeah. All right, we got Julia Hart versus Hikaru Shida in the Owen Hart tournament qualifier. Hikaru Shida beats the absolute heck out of Julia Hart, who I get what Julia Hart's trying to do here because, Malachi Black, like, spitting her face and stuff, but I don't know. I don't know. What time is it for you? Well, it's 10:11 here. But yeah, it's 10. It's like, if you're referencing the time here, it's like 10 o'clock over here. Wesley did win the Super X Cup in Impact, so he could be a great singles wrestler. Yeah, true that. It's just going to be kind of, I'm going to be really interested to see how they're going to, like, do it though? Like, how are they gonna like bring him on as a singles competitor without acknowledging that his other tag team partner is no longer with the company anymore? Sammy Guevara is turning into the new Seth freaking Rollins because Seth Rollins was ruined by Becky Lynch. I wouldn't say Rollins was ruined by Becky. Rollins is doing some good stuff right now. You know, I wouldn't say that he's ruined by freaking Becky Lynch. So I don't know about that. AEW need to tune it down on signings. Just book the wrestlers. You already have Andrade as ruined by all the signings. He used to be booked well. Yeah, AEW, they do need to like, especially with their debuts, because it's like almost every freaking year, well, every freaking month, every freaking week, there's like a debut. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Karashita gets the win. And now we get the main event, FTR and the Young Bucks. Now this is for both the AAA and Ring of Honor Tag Team Golds player. Ring of Honor, you know, obviously the whole Ring of Honor and AEW stuff. This was a really good match. Really, really, really good, man. At first it kind of was like, you know, because I ain't gonna front. Like, with the time that they had at the time, I was like, how are they gonna make this match like really good? And they did that. They made the match good. They really made this match really good. FTR, obviously, clearly, if you saw this match, you could tell who was the heel, who was the babyface. Obviously, the heels being the Bucks. FTR, because FTR got cheered out of the freaking building. So FTR got like babyface reaction. So I think we can all agree who was the, you know, babyface in this match. But, yeah, man, FTR, like I said, they get the win. And, you know, like I said, man, pretty good episode of AEW Dynamite, you know, coming off the heels of the debut, well, the return of Cody Rhodes, I should say. Nah, I'm just messing around with the Cody thing, but you guys get what I'm saying, though. So now that we've talked about that stuff, I think we can now get into the craziness that went on today. But before we do that, let me answer some of these comments. I really appreciate the comments, guys, by the way. AEW, yeah, we talked about that. Every time Wesley comes out, the fans will chant Nash Carter. We'll see about that. Keep Lee has died down because of Samoa Joe and Tony Storm. Tony Khan always loves his new toys. Then when they get old, he has new toys to play with. You know what that reminds me of? That scene from Toy Story where, dang, who's the kid's name from Toy Story? Andy. And he brings in Buzz, and he's like, and then he looks at Woody, and he's like, I don't want to play with you anymore. That's literally what Tony Khan is doing. Well, I'm just making an analogy, but you guys know what I mean. You know, you guys know what I mean. FTR babyfaces, they were responding to the crowd's reaction in a positive way. Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, so let's get into some of these news. Well, the big news story today is, of course, this. Yeah, as you can see here. But yeah, Nash Carter is released. He has been released from the WWE. Hold on, I don't know what I just did there. But yeah. So we're getting ready to get into that in a minute. Hold on, just give me 1 minute here. But yeah. Sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse. For some odd reason, I woke up today and my throat was like sore. But it's all good though. As you can see, we're here. It's not as, you know, it's not bad, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Oh, and by the way, I don't know if I'm going live though. I really don't know if I'm going live for Friday Night SmackDown. I don't know. We'll see. No wonder MSK has been getting heavily booed. Well, then again, you have the Izzy situation. Speaking of which, I already know her Izzy's parents. Cause like it's not Izzy's fault. It's not Izzy. It's her parents. So you already know they're like happy about it all and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like they're probably like celebrating. You know, they're jumping for joy. just having a good old time, you know? But yeah. Yep. Why did W listen to Kimberly? Kimberly is just jealous of NASCAR's success in the breakup. Made up that story. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I said before, man. This whole story is so ridiculous. I hope SmackDown will be way better than Raw. Yeah, SmackDown should be pretty good. I heard some call ups are gonna happen. All right, let's get into, like I said before, let's get into this new stuff. So as you see here, man, Nash Carter has been released from WWE. Sean Ross Sapp reported it literally like today. I can now confirm this information. I'm working to confirm, but I've been told Nash Carter has been released by the WWE. And this is the tweet right here. This is the tweet right here. Um, but yeah. Hold on, if I can see, I can make it a little bigger. It's such a crazy story. It really is. Like it's so crazy. So hey at WWE, and she posted this on literally like a minute after Raw went on. Hey at WWE NXT, this is my face after your tag team champion at Nash Carter. WWE got wasted and hit me so hard. He split my lip open. He told me I'm a wrestler, so I'm always marked up. I've hit this for a year and even forgave him, but I can't hide it anymore. So these are the the pictures. And it's such a it's really like the story is just so like crazy because like it really, well, yeah, Steve O. So it came out of nowhere. Like the news just absolutely came out of nowhere. And I mean, I really like, I don't know. And like honestly, with the way things are going, it really seems like like the dude didn't even do nothing to her. You know, it's like C Nation pointed out, like I don't know. Kimberly could have did something to herself to make it more believable. Oh yeah, makeup or something. I don't know. You know, I don't know about you, but I don't know about you guys, but this really reminds me of the Enzo situation. Because you guys remember, man, when Enzo, when he was 205 Live champion and he got caught up in the allegations, the company released him. And then you find out that the allegations weren't even true, like they were false. But yeah, so this is pretty crazy. So I wanted to discuss that here tonight with you guys. Because again, it's pretty crazy. I heard Gunter might be going to SmackDown. I did hear that. I believe LA Knight too as well. LA Knight as well. Yeah, yeah, which is good because you know the WWE need to start doing a little bit more call outs anyways. You know, NXT call ups. Same thing with Velveteen Dream. Oh yeah, I heard Velveteen actually he's been trying to get back with the company. Like I think he posted it on social media like, "Hey guys, like I'm, you know, like look, like I'm good. I'm clean. Like let me back in the company, you know?" So he's been trying to get back in the company for a while now. WWE always judge so fast, they never let stories fully develop. That's how storylines are in WWE sometimes. Yep, that is true. Do you like the new NXT champion or the old one? I didn't even recognize it when I saw it, but I mean, I'm gonna always prefer the old one. I don't have a problem with the new one, but if I had to pick, I'd probably say the old one. Um, like the only thing that they really added was just colors to the new one. So, but I want to show you guys this news item. This was freaking crazy. Well, I mean, they did let Jimmy Uso get away with that one driving incident. Oh yeah, and now you also have people like talking about Gable Stevenson. I don't know if you guys heard about that, but Gable Stevenson, he was in some allegations, I think like in 2019 and stuff. But you know, because I was hearing people talking about that. NXT title looks kind of weird with the red and blue. It just doesn't fit well together. All right, so this next news item, this is about, I don't know if you guys know, but everyone should know who she is. And if you don't, well, it is what it is. But this is Tammy Sunny Stitch. Obviously, she was one of the big women back in the Attitude Era, back when wrestling was actually fun and entertaining. And it says here that on March 25th, Sonny was involved in a three-way crash on March 25th that led to the death of one of the drivers. According to the Ormond Beach Police Department, the ongoing investigation may result in criminal charges. So, honestly, I feel like that Sammy has been in jail more times than she's been wrestling. So, at this point, you kind of need to put her in jail because has there ever been a time where she hasn't been in jail? You know what I mean? We got another news items right here. Seth Rollins says a 3-hour show is just long every week. I think a 3-hour show is just very long each week. Everything gets stretched out, and you got to cram. You got 3 hours. You got to fill 3 hours of television. There's just nothing to be done. That's just how it is. So I think 2 hours is a beautiful kind of number for a pro wrestling show. Yeah, I agree. Wrestling is so much better when it's not that many hours. I thought of this. What if Nash Carter goes back to Impact Wrestling and reunites with Trey Miguel as the Rascals? Well, I mean, who knows, man? We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens. You can see there's the justice for Nash Carter. So a lot of people coming to the defense of Nash Carter, as you can see. It's the whole situation crazy. Really sucks, man. I thought MSK could have been a good addition to the main roster. True that player. It's such a shame. Like, it really is such a shame. Roman Reigns should have used one of his belts soon, so he can't hold both belts for a long time or people may get tired of him. But yeah, man, so a lot of people coming to the defense of Nash Carter. But like I told you all before about Gable Stevenson and his allegations, this is pretty crazy. So yes, this is the Gable Stevenson story that I was talking about, but you can do your own research. Don't get it from me. Just do your own research, and all that stuff. Anyways, so that was AEW tonight. That was AEW tonight. Pretty good. Like I said, pretty good show. Pretty good show. They just won the tag team house too. That is true. Here's a positive. MSK won. That is a positive. All right, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. I really enjoyed you guys. Like I said, I might stream, or I might do a pre-recorded video or something for SmackDown. But I'm thinking about doing a video tomorrow. I don't know what it is, but it should be something. I might have a video out tomorrow. I don't know. Anyways, hope you guys have a good night. Like I said, if this is your first time, man, make sure you like and subscribe. This has been the Kid DC Wrestling, and so yeah.